The register in your hot room is broken. Not cracked, not clogged, broken in a way that nobody ever tells you about. And the replacement costs $17 and takes 4 minutes to install. Here is exactly what is wrong with it. And here is why every HVAC technician who has ever looked at that room walked straight past the fix. But first, I need to show you something about how airflow actually works inside your home. Because most people think about their HVAC system as one thing, a machine that makes hot or cold air and pushes it everywhere equally. That is not what happens. And understanding what actually happens explains immediately why one room is always the problem room and why it has nothing to do with your equipment. Stay with me. This reframes everything. Your HVAC system does not push the same amount of air to every room. It pushes air at a specific pressure from the air handler through a main trunk line and then through branch ducts that split off toward each individual room. And just like water pressure drops the farther it travels through pipes, air pressure drops over distance through ductwork. The rooms closest to the air handler, the rooms at the beginning of the duct run, receive the most airflow. The rooms at the far end of the system receive whatever pressure is left after the closer rooms have taken their share. The hot room in your house is almost always the room at the end of the longest duct run. Not because your system is weak, because pressure drops over distance. Physics. Every home, every duct system, without exception. This is what HVAC professionals call static pressure imbalance. And the fix for it is not a new unit. It is not more refrigerant. It is redistributing the airflow your system already produces. Taking some from the rooms that are getting too much and sending it toward the room that is not getting enough. That redistribution is exactly what your registers were designed to do. And that is where the broken part comes in. Every supply register in your home, the metal grill on your floor, wall, or ceiling where conditioned air comes out, has a built-in damper. A small lever, a rotating dial, or an adjustable set of blades that controls how much air flows through that vent. You can partially close the register in an overserved room to restrict its airflow. That restriction raises pressure slightly in the duct. And that extra pressure pushes more air down the longer duct runs toward the rooms that need it more. This is called register balancing, and it is the simplest, cheapest form of HVAC air balancing that exists. Here is the problem. The damper mechanism in most residential registers, the one that was installed when your house was built to minimum cost standards. The lever is thin, stamped metal. The pivot point is a friction fit. And after years of being adjusted, painted over, stepped on if it is a floor register, or simply sitting in the same position for a decade, that damper does not move the way it should. Walk through your house right now and try to adjust the damper lever on every register. Some will slide smoothly, others will be stiff. Some will feel like they are moving, but the internal blade is not actually rotating. Some will be painted shut from every repaint the room has ever had. And some will have a lever that moves freely in both directions, but the blade inside has separated from the pivot and does not move at all. A register with a broken or seized damper mechanism is a register you cannot control. It sits either fully open, contributing to the overserved rooms that are stealing airflow from your hot room, or stuck at whatever angle it was last at, delivering the wrong amount of air indefinitely. And nobody ever checks them. Nobody looks at whether the internal blade is actually responding to the external lever. The lever moves, and homeowners assume the damper is working. In most homes that have a persistent hot room problem, at least one and often several registers have damper mechanisms that are not functioning. The system has never been properly balanced because the tools to balance it, the register dampers, were quietly failing for years without anyone noticing. A $17 register replacement restores full damper control to any vent it replaces. And once you have working dampers on every register in your system, you can actually balance your airflow, direct it where it needs to go, fix the hot room by adjusting the system you already have. Now, here is something that goes beyond just replacing broken registers. Because there is a type of register that costs the same $17 and delivers meaningfully more airflow to the rooms that need it most. It is called a high-flow register, sometimes called a booster register. Standard registers have a restrictive grill pattern. The louvers create a certain amount of resistance as air passes through them. High-flow registers are designed with a less restrictive grill pattern that maximizes the volume of air delivered into the room. The same duct pressure behind both registers produces more airflow out of the high-flow version. High-flow registers are designed with a less restrictive grill pattern to maximize the volume of air delivered into a room. Selecting a high-flow option can be beneficial in rooms that consistently run too hot or cold, as they help increase the cubic feet per minute of air output. For your hot room, the one at the end of the duct run that gets whatever pressure is left, installing a high-flow register there, while installing standard adjustable registers in the closer rooms and partially closing their dampers, gives you both sides of the fix simultaneously. More airflow capacity at the problem vent. Reduced airflow at the vents that do not need as much. The system redistributes itself. Both types run $15 to $20 at any hardware store or online. The installation is 4 minutes and requires nothing but removing 2 screws, pulling the old register out, and dropping the new one in. Now let me show you the complete balancing process, because the register is the tool. But knowing how to use it is what produces the result. Step 1. Turn your system on and let it run for 20 minutes at the thermostat setting you normally use. You want the airflow to stabilize before you start measuring anything. Step 2. Walk through every room in the house and note which rooms are overserved. These are the rooms that feel perfectly comfortable or even too cold when the problem room is still warm. The rooms close to the air handler, small hallways, a room next to the utility closet, bathrooms. These rooms are receiving more than their share of conditioned air. Their registers are the ones you are going to partially close. Step 3. Check every register damper before you adjust anything. Move the lever on each one and watch what happens. On floor registers, you can sometimes see the blade moving through the slats. On wall and ceiling registers, hold your hand near the vent and feel whether the airflow actually changes when you move the lever. If the airflow does not change, the damper mechanism is broken. That register goes on your replacement list. Step 4. In your overserved rooms, partially close the register dampers to about 50%. Not fully closed. Never fully closed. Partially closed. You are restricting flow, not blocking it. Fully closing a register traps pressure in that duct branch. The air has to go somewhere, and it finds the nearest weak seam in the ductwork. Over time, fully closed registers cause duct leaks and can cause the evaporator coil to ice over in summer. 50% restriction. That is the target. Step 5. In your hot room, make sure the register is fully open. If the damper is broken and the blade is stuck at anything less than fully open, that is your $17 replacement. Install the high-flow version here if you want to maximize delivery to this specific room. Step 6. Wait one full cooling or heating cycle, at least 20 to 30 minutes, before you evaluate the result. Pressure changes in ductwork take time to propagate through the whole system. If you adjust and immediately check, you are not seeing the real outcome. Wait for the system to settle, then measure temperatures again. Step 7. Iterate. This is not a one-and-done process. Air balancing is tuning. You make adjustments, wait, measure, make small corrections. Most people find the right balance in 2 to 3 sessions over a few days. Use masking tape to mark each damper position when you find a setting that works. Write directly on the duct or the wall nearby. Summer setting, winter setting. That information is worth keeping. Now here is the seasonal detail that almost nobody covers. And it is the reason a balance that works perfectly in summer can leave you uncomfortable in winter if you do not adjust it. In summer, you want more airflow going to upper floors and problem rooms. Heat rises and accumulates upstairs. Cold air sinks and stays low. Restricting downstairs registers in summer pushes more cold air up where it is needed. In winter, the physics reverses. Warm air rises naturally. Your downstairs rooms need more airflow from the furnace because warm air that enters downstairs rises and distributes itself upward on its own. Upper floor rooms benefit from the natural rise. So in winter, you partially close upstairs registers and open downstairs ones more fully. During heating season, close or partially close dampers serving upper floors. Heat naturally rises, so restricting upstairs airflow forces more heated air to lower levels where it's needed most. For cooling season, reverse your winter strategy. Close or partially close dampers serving lower levels to force more cool air upstairs where it's typically needed most. 2 register settings, one for summer, one for winter. Marked with tape so you remember which is which. Adjusted in November and again in April. That is the complete system. And almost nobody in the home improvement space explains this, because almost nobody connects the seasonal flip to the register damper specifically. Let me tell you now about something that makes this entire process significantly more precise, and it costs nothing. It is called the tissue paper test, and it is the same diagnostic professionals use to identify which rooms have airflow imbalance before they start adjusting anything. Close every interior door in your home the way it would normally be closed during the day or night. Turn the system on, go to your hot room and hold a piece of tissue paper near the gap at the bottom of the closed door. If the tissue pushes away from the door into the room is positively pressurized. More air is coming in through the supply vent than can leave through the door gap. This tells you the return air path for that room is inadequate. The register fix helps here, but a transfer grill in the door, as we covered in a previous video, is the companion fix that completes the solution. If the tissue pulls toward the door, being drawn from the room into the hallway, the room is negatively pressurized relative to the hallway. This tells you the room is drawing air from somewhere outside the system, gaps in the ceiling, around windows, through electrical outlets on exterior walls. The register fix still helps by increasing delivery from the supply side, but the air sealing work is also worth doing. If the tissue barely moves, pressure is close to neutral. The return air balance is reasonable. In that case, the hot room problem is primarily a supply side issue, not enough warm or cold air arriving. And the register replacement combined with partial closure of overserved registers is your primary fix. Now I want to tell you clearly why HVAC technicians do not walk you through this process during a service call, because the answer is more specific than most people realize. Professional air balancing, the kind that measures actual cubic feet per minute at every register using a flow hood, checks static pressure at the supply and return plenums with a manometer, and adjusts branch dampers systematically, takes 2 to 4 hours and requires specialized equipment. Most HVAC contractors never measure airflow. They install equipment and hope it works. A proper professional air balance is a specialized service that most residential HVAC companies do not even offer as a standard option. The ones that do charge anywhere from $300 to $800 for the full diagnostic and balancing service. A $17 register in 30 minutes of the process I just described gets you 80% of the same result. Not because the process is identical, it is not. A professional with a flow hood is more precise, but most hot room problems do not require precision measurement to solve. They require someone to walk through the house, identify which rooms have too much airflow, restrict it moderately, verify the broken register in the problem room, and replace it with one that actually works. That person does not need to be a licensed HVAC technician. It needs to be you, with a $17 register, a roll of masking tape, a pen, and a piece of tissue paper. So here is what I want you to do this week. Walk through your house and test every register damper. Move the lever on each one and feel whether the airflow actually changes. Any register where moving the lever does nothing, the blade is not responding, goes on your list. Then go to your hot room register specifically. Open it fully. If it is broken and stuck at anything less than full open, replace it with a high flow version. $17, 4 minutes. Then partially close the dampers in the rooms closest to your air handler. The ones that are already comfortable or slightly overcooled, 50%. Not fully closed. Then wait one full cycle and measure. Tell me in the comments what you find when you test your registers. How many in your house have dampers that do not actually respond when you move the lever? I read every single comment, and I already know the answers are going to surprise a lot of people. If this gave you something real, something you can do this week for under $20, please hit that like button. It helps more than you know. And subscribe if you want to keep getting honest, practical information about your home without the markup. Thank you for watching. Stay comfortable, and I will see you in the next one.